Greetings.
Flight reindeer.
No, she'd be one of the other reindeers then, because she's not a ginger.
Hello?
I have the red nose because I lead.
Oh my god.
True.
It is true. Absolutely.
Why is my talkie
Hello.
not talking when I talk? Oh, that's why.
You're
You were
muted.
No, there it goes. That makes sense.
Hello.
Welcome.
Greetings.
All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Court of Curses, Iron Flower, episode 14, which is a Christmas episode. Everybody is dressed in their seasonal best.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have my Captain America ugly Christmas sweater on.
You know what?
Eating Christmas cookies.
I should have been one of the ho-ho-hos.
Holdan without a mask is totally cursed.
Dude, the chin is amazing.
Oh my god.
That's why he has the mask. He's just too handsome.
Alrighty. Let's get straight into it. Just so everybody knows, stop. You don't need to do that anymore. I understand what you're doing. Get everybody caught up on what's happening. Taz is going to be late, and I don't think Void's going to be here. So we're just going to do a session without those two. And we're going to get straight through it. Who wants to give me the recap?
I will.
Go ahead, Holden.
Previously, we came back to the party in combat with the demon bird and his goons. There were only a few cultists left, but the Hellglaves took action finally and started charging forward to assail our teammates. Holdan, Zu'el, and Took rushed for the birdie bastard to try and kill him, while Vale and Boldrum held the vanguard from the back. Eventually, the giant bird was felled, but we realized something terrible, that even though it was killed, its triggered ability of automatically killing things was still active. So we had to start making sure that the ritual didn't hit Cap by absorbing the bird itself. So we started bleeding all over the ritual, while Boldrum, Vale, and Coffee took care of the rest of the Hellglaves. Things got dicey for a bit, but everything turned out well. After the fight, the ritual circle collapsed and broke off a chunk of this mountain, leaving lava to flow on the pass below. Holdan, with his quick thinking and his enjoyment of digging things, decided to start digging a hole to make the water over here touch the lava, so that it would block up the lava so it didn't ruin the pass completely. And that is where we ended.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and pick up with everybody more or less recovered from the battle. The mountain path, although it is damaged, is not completely destroyed and can still be used. And we've got some... Let's see here. You guys grabbed the weapons, a stock of curious black crystals, silver chest. Okay, we did all the loot stuff. And so now, next thing we have to decide to do is exactly where you're going to next. So let me zoom us out here. Let me zoom us in here. Okay. And let me get this. Where is it? Not that. Yeah, sorry about all the race cars outside. People are determined to die on Christmas Day. There it is.
Meow.
Okay, so
Oh, shit.
as you have successfully defeated the demonic incursion and have destroyed the ritual, you have secured this section of the pass. However, there is yet still more to do. In the following days, what will you and your party actually do? Will you return to your vanguard? Will you send out a message from this point, holding this area? Lots of options lay before you. What is it you would like to do?
How
Well,
far
do we
away are
need to
we?
go clean that up down there?
Hell no, we don't need to do that.
How far away are you
Oh.
from what?
The actual pass itself.
So in order to get from your current position down in the pass, it would take approximately 2 days. That's if you don't rappel. If the lift could be restored, you could actually do it in several hours, but that has been pretty much rendered destroyed. So in order for you to reach where the pass is, it takes you about 2 days. Or you could attempt to cross the side of the mountain that you're already on and try to go down to meet up with your vanguard. To kind of give you an idea, this isn't quite accurate how it's drawn here. While this points out in this direction, the pass goes around at a curve on the outside of this edge, crossing over back and forth. So you happen to be on the edge here, where the pass that you kind of followed up to this point, that pass is here, so it could take you here, but to get to the pass, the main pass, which is down here, you'll have to either go down this side, meet back up at the point, or if you had a lift, or if you want to risk rappelling, you could climb down this side. Either way, it's going to take you approximately 2 days, so.
I don't know about you guys, but we are terrible at climbing.
Agreed.
I mean, I'm not too terrible, but I'm not the best.
So the idea
Look,
is
if
that if you go on the eastern side of the pass, you'll be able to deal with the damage to the pass. Or you bypass that and go down the western side to meet back up with your vanguard.
Well, what do you think, lieutenants?
I mean,
I'd say we take
wasn't
the
our
extra
job
days.
to protect the pass?
All right, one at a time.
Oh. Well, our job was to protect the pass, right? If the pass has a bunch of gunk all over it, and it's not that usable, then doesn't that mean we failed at doing our job?
As a
We were
reminder,
meant-
your actual mission was to take the pass back and hold it against Metherian intervention, so that the Brass Baron would not be flanked from his flank. While it is unfortunate that the pass will most likely stifle trade if it is blocked, it also runs the additional benefit of also blocking any other armed forces from moving through it. It's up to you, however, how you want to approach this.
Lady Vale, the Metherians will not be able to pull their wagons through this pass while it's obstructed in such a way. Surely they'll be delayed.
Yes, I think it's
that's
a
smart.
benefit. I think we leave it as it is. If in the future someone wants to open it up, I mean, it wouldn't take too much time, but it would take long enough that Mournhowl's war should be over.
Agreed.
Alrighty. Then where to next?
Let's go meet up with the Vanguard.
Very well.
All right.
Zu'el, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
The party elects to move down the western slope in order to meet back up with the Vanguard. As such, I need survival checks.
Ah, yes, Took, our survival master.
I'll roll for him.
I can use
I'll
that.
do it with
I can-
advantage and just assume he's aiding me.
Doesn't he have expertise, though?
Yes.
He's got a +6. He
Okay.
does have expertise.
All right, so a 16. It's fine. All right, so you make your way down the western side of the slopes, careening down the pass, attempting to make up lost ground to meet back up with your vanguard. Whilst you are doing that, I will have to make some combat rolls to actually find out how your vanguard did.
Oh boy.
They did amazingly. You don't even have to roll.
Yeah. All our
I've got
Hykoians get all nat 20s and
I'm
killed everything.
helping you. I'm helping you with the chest.
Thank you.
I will also help. Oh, wait. Offers to help, realizes the chest would literally be slanted at like a 45-degree angle if I tried to help carrying it.
Strong
Are
you are,
we-
tall you are not.
Yes.
Let's see here. Fire Anvil Fortress.
Absolutely.
Alright, let's see here. Bring up Jacome.
The Cove.
I hope they lived.
That would be a very sad ending to his story.
Suck really bad if we lost all that army and all that gold we put into it.
Weather conditions. Conditions.
I'm assuming that's good.
Well, it depends on if that was for us or for the baddies.
Receive and morale test.
I steal all the Christmas presents and throw them off the mountain.
You're
into
a
the
monster.
West. I'm the Grinch.
You're a mean one, Mr. Zu'el.
I like how we start at the top of a mountain in a cave-ish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So does
Very
that make the Black Hand Whoville?
Yes.
Yes, and that makes you Sam, since you're the reindeer.
Oh
You-
no!
you
I'm
mean-
Sam.
You
Excuse
mean
me.
Max?
Max.
Yes, Max. Thank you.
And Holden is Cindy Lou Who.
Yes.
That is
Perfect.
true. Excellent. I make Ghaz the mayor.
Don't make me
Yeah.
the mayor.
You're the mayor. You're the mayor.
Damn it.
Too late.
Oh God.
That
Holiday
means I get a hot Who wife.
Cheermeister.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
All right. Survival check.
Do I roll for him? There we go. 21. Good job, Taz. Wait, what?
Good job, Took. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as ever.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh, it's just like he's here.
Okay. Survival check, please.
All right, Taz, you're up.
Well,
Well, they can't all be winners.
Good news is we're on a mountain pass. There's only 2 ways to go, left or right. Can't get lost.
But what about up and down?
Nah.
All right. Another one, please.
Another one.
Another one.
Lost. Another one.
well, you gotta get up to get down.
I will kill myself to retain honor after hearing that.
Alrighty. Eventually, you make your way down the western pass, more or less coming upon the area where you believe your vanguard to be located on the map. But you will no longer need the map to locate them, as you can see that there are smoldering ruins of a battlefield as you approach it. As you walk through the battlefield, you can see that makeshift tents burning and smoldering. Slain orcs litter the western face of the mountain. You can also see a banner of Haikyo billowing in the sun, being held by a slain banner bearer. Eventually, you come upon the remnants of the encampment, where Jacome is commanding the wounded to be triaged and the defense and the position to be defended. Seeing the banner of Haikyo wave from your back, it is with a relieved grin and a wave of his own that your forces are rejoined. It would seem that your troops were victorious, but not without heavy losses. The orcs fought with great ferocity, and also, it would seem, had additional help. Unknown mercenaries, by Jacome's report, had come flooding in unexpectedly from the nearby caves. But it would seem that he is more suspicious as to how gravely they pressed their position. Jacome believes that they could have lost this fight, but they didn't. Almost as if the enemy was meant to keep them occupied. Suspicious of this, Jacome sent several scouts into the nearby caves. What they reported confirmed his suspicions. Within a set of abandoned mines, within the mountain's face, Jacome discovered that the orcs, and who knows what else, were using the railways once meant for the minecarts in order to transport in secret many logistical supplies. It would seem that these carts make the transition of these supplies incredibly fast compared to normal caravans. And as such, Jacome has taken the liberty of pressing this particular position. The heaviest losses were sustained by Jacome's call, an executive decision to abandon their current post and press into the far more valuable position of the mine. Days of intense fighting eventually saw the orc chieftain within succumb to Jacome's blade, and piece by piece, the carts, their system, and the mine have been taken over, and have been claimed for Haikyo. In his report, he also demonstrates a list of casualties, which register to 25 troops have fallen. 10 from Haikyo, 5 from the mercenaries, and 5 incredibly brave Demon Deep dwarves.
Unfortunate.
This puts your fighting force to 30 troops remaining. Make these adjustments. But, true to his word, despite the heavier losses than perhaps would have been liked, not only has the position been held, but a logistical supply line from the enemy has also been captured. And from that, you have a choice.
Oh boy.
There are 3 things that you could choose to do with this supply line. The first is you can just simply choose to destroy it, meaning it benefits no one. The second is you can attempt to call for reinforcements or to hold this position so that the mining complex can be manned, guarded, and actually be occupied. Because right now, it's only a occupying force, but there's no one to run the carts, there's no one to operate the facility. And the third is you can inform the Brass Baron and offer it for a stipend. Meaning you'll get paid by him for it.
What do you boys think?
Can we offer it to Demon's Deep? Or the same thing?
You could offer it to Demon's Deep, but to be clear, these are not the only options you have. These are just the obvious ones. The Brass Baron would gladly pay you for the mine. Demon's Deep might not, especially since, technically speaking, it belongs to Demon's Deep.
Oh.
You get what I mean?
Yes.
I am opposed to giving it to the Brass Baron on that principle alone.
Yeah, that's nice. Holden, can you do a survey and figure out what's actually in the mine?
Let me get in there for a couple of days. We'll see what I find.
No. You have to come back before the day's done.
Wait.
How
will I know?
You can make a roll. You can make a roll, Holden.
Okay. I'll make the roll.
Choose to fail.
Smithing tools. Or, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's the same roll.
All right. Well, considering you only have a day
Boldrum, did you give me advantage?
Do you intend to sell it to the Brass Baron?
I mean, I plan on seeing what's in here first.
Okay. I will aid you. But you will not sell it.
Oh, that's not that much better.
Well,
You tried.
as Boldrum and Holden take a closer look, here's where things get a little wackadoodle. So, technically speaking, this railway belongs to Demon's Deep. Or, actually more specifically, to the dwarves in general, right? It was their hands that dove the ancient tunnels, that imported the ancient rails. Like, all of this is several hundred years old. However, the dwarves have not occupied this mine for quite some time. You don't know why, Boldrum, although your best dwarfish guess is most likely they lost access to it due to the roving trader tribes or all manner of other reasons, a lack of manpower. It could be 100 different reasons.
A tragedy, certainly.
Technically speaking, it does belong to the dwarves. But that's the thing about these sort of things. It belongs to who has it. That's really the way that it is. Now, to answer your question, Holden, as you investigate the mine has not actually been used as a mine for quite some time. Many of the veins long since abandoned. But what has been used and maintained, I should mind you, are the miles of track. According to the foreman's foreman's ledger that you recover, you believe that these tunnels go up the entirety of the Blacktop mountain range. You think, according to the ledger that you find, they start here and they go all the way up to here.
That's amazing.
Oh. Would this have been like an old trade route from Demon's Deep to Mournhowl?
Actually, what it is far more likely it could have been was a highway that connected Demon's Deep to the lost dwarven cities. Because many years ago, before the fall of the dwarvish... I should do a bit of lore here. So, remember in the lore that the dwarves are a fallen race. Not like that they're evil or something, but that their civilization is in decline.
Hey.
If everybody understands what I mean. So, there are many pieces in the underworld, which, as a reminder, the underworld in this context is not like the Greek underworld. It is literally the world underneath the earth and stone, right? My version of the Underdark, if you will. That the dwarves had many different cities beneath the surface of the earth, spread out throughout all of Corvanus, really, but mostly focused in the mountains. Over time, however, the dwarven cities were lost, to where the only city that really remains in active stance is Demon's Deep. So, what makes this valuable is not only the fact that it interconnects all these mountains, making movement through the mountains not only very fast for troops, but more importantly, the transportation of cargo. But in addition to that, it could also lead to other lost strongholds and cities. Who knows what else? Outposts, anything. The ledger from the foreman is several hundred years old, and it seems that its depictions in Dwarvish as to what lies on the other end seem sporadic. And then you notice that some of the pages from the foreman's ledger are missing. Who could have taken them and why is an unknown mystery. But there is a lot more to these mines than just simple mining. But I also know that you're interested in what the mines have, and with those roles, what you're able to find is that these mines have iron and copper is their main export.
Oh. Iron's pretty good. Oh, that's a good history lesson you just gave, Boldrum.
Indeed.
Put a lot of things in perspective for this mine. So...
More so than the materials, I believe that the transportation logistics is priceless.
Aye. And in looking by this ledger, if this is accurate, I'd say our best bet would be to get this to Demon's Deep and let the dwarves take back this. Because if the track does go through the entire mountain and lets out, he points on the map here, that could be a good logistical chain for us as well, with us in the crossroads where Elrond and them are getting set up. The dwarves could do a lot of good work with that, and aid us and Elrond if it's ever needed.
Lady Vale?
It's still to be seen whether or not Demon's Deep is going to actually do something about this. They clearly let it go for a reason.
I mean, they might have lost it.
Why did they not reclaim it?
Lack of manpower. Fighting is tough down in Demon's Deep. Spread too thin, you'll lose everything.
Or, again, this map's pretty old, so the people that knew about it probably lost it, died off, and everyone else just didn't know.
It is possible that their entire clan was lost.
Of the foreman's notes, which pages are missing? Are the last ones, or the in-between pages are missing?
The pages are missing, and to any point that would describe where these different... how would I describe this? So the foreman's ledger is arranged in such a way that it describes different paths, different tunnels, which are associated with an alphanumerical designation that is not mechanically, or even really that story important. It's like A74 or B49. But what it would lead up to where those paths actually lead to and what they actually are, those pages have been taken. So this was not the result of, the book was like, it fell off and like some pages were ripped out. This was deliberate.
Can I extrapolate what's missing by using the imprint from the pages below?
That's pages, not parchment. Parchment doesn't do that. At least not to the degree you're thinking of. But I can let you roll a scribe kit to see if maybe you can extrapolate from the context of the rest of the ledger.
Okay.
Wait, do you think someone killed off the dwarves here then and just tried to hide it?
Sure. That's +6. Oh my god, let's go.
Let me think about this for a second. I gotta think about how to explain this.
Actually, that's another good question, Boldrum. Dwarves, y'all live for really long times, right?
A few hundred years at best, yes.
So why aren't there more of y'all?
He gives a sad, exasperated sigh. You know, it really is hard. It doesn't matter how much we try to take back, we always end up getting pushed back. Too thin. Always too thin.
All right.
Oh.
As you study the foreman's ledger, what you're able to extrapolate is the following. The designations that the tunnels received appear to be coordinates on a map. It makes references to a map. That map is not here, and although it is not possible for you to recreate the map, even with these marker points, because you don't know distance, there's just too much that you don't know for it to be accurate. But
yes,
the way that it infers itself is that there is a methodology to the code used by the foreman. It seems that in certain more common pairings of the alphanumerical order, that there are certain things that are referenced to that have not been taken out of the pages. So, by extrapolating from that, you're able to determine the following pieces. While you do not know the details of what's missing, it is clear that there are two major pieces of the parchment that have been taken from the ledger that seem to be of great interest to the foreman, as they have the most the highest number of oh god, I had the word. The highest number of connecting callbacks. References, thank you. The highest number of references from these other alphanumerical codes. One, you believe, has to be a city or stronghold or something that would require civilian attention, military attention, and even religious attention. There's not many things that would need all of that. So you think that there's definitely one of these paths might lead to an old dwarven stronghold that, by Boldrum, by Boldrum's recollection, has been lost. To be clear, this is information that leads to a lost city, essentially.
A forgotten city, if you will.
Yes.
Oh,
the second is a vault of some kind. It's unclear if these are in the same direction, if they're the same tunnel. They might be the same thing. They could be two completely separate things. But it would seem that, to your best recollection, there is a descriptor of a lost dwarven stronghold, or city, or other type of settlement structure, and the other is to a vault of some kind. A vault that, according to the ledgers, to the ledger of the foreman, has quite a bit of wealth, because that is where all of the gold, gems, and other such fine minerals were taken from the mine. They were not sent to Demon's Deep. They were not registered for trade. They were sent to this place first, wherever that place is.
Oh. Well, now that we figured all that out, anyone else got any new ideas popping into their heads? What about you, Took? How do you feel about this?
I just got back from my mind palace.
Oh my god.
Got back from what? You've been traveling with us this whole time, Took.
No, his mind palace. I'm happy that you found an in-character reason why you weren't here, but here, I still don't like it.
I think the next course of action is to get in touch with Demon's Deep.
Indeed. They must be informed.
Do you think something like this might, what is the word, sweeten the pot and getting them political mumbo-jumbos with the Demon's Deep and Haikyo with Lord Tai and the Thane? Things were pretty loosey-goosey after last time, but do you think something big like this, giving it to the dwarves, might solidify? No?
Nothing is a certain, but it will definitely be in your favor for ensuring ties are beneficial for both parties.
So, about holding the pass, do we have to, stay here, or...?
Alright, so, holding the pass means that you have... okay, you yourself and your forces, now that you're met back up, get to decide which one of these paths that you wish to hold. Because you need a present military force to hold it. As powerful as you and your party are, you're only 6 people, right? You just don't have the coverage. So you and your party, host, get to choose which one of these paths that you want to take. You could choose to take the path that you had already conquered from the demons to hold this current area, which is adjacent to this valuable supply line, or you can choose to move your host somewhere else. I mean, it's really up to you. This is one of those things where you get to choose what to do. So,
I don't think we need to worry about our path. I think we can just focus on this one.
I agree.
Metharians would get held up by the cooling magma, and so if they do manage to get through that, they would have burned through some resources, and then by the time they get here, they'll be a little more worn down if they try to start anything.
And while I don't believe they would investigate the mines and don't have access to this ledger, I don't like the idea of them sneaking around in our backyard, to say the least.
I mean, if the Metharians are using the pass, we could always set up a, I guess you'd say, a system of scouts to see if they're crossing. If they are, we just release the magma. If it's not cooldown,
make me a martial check. Maybe I can give some help. All right, 25 works.
Hey, 25.
All right, so this is what you guys. This is what I can tell you. So the problem here is the size of your host, right? Because of its limited size, your ability to hold anything is pretty limited. You did complete your mission, which was to clear the passes of Metherian presence. However, it will be difficult to maintain a presence in order to ensure that they do not get there later. You might have cleared them out for now, but war constantly keeps things changing. So it is up to you on how you wish to implement this new information. You can inform Demon's Deep. You can inform the Brass Baron. You can attempt to hold it yourself. These are all different options on the table. One thing that you should keep in mind, however, is that you have a very limited force, and trying to do multiple things at once will most likely result in failure. So, I would suggest, or rather, I would say, a wise course of action would be to commit to a path that gives you the highest chance of actually succeeding in the result that you want, and understand that some sacrifices will need to be made. So, think about what would be the most advantageous thing for you to accomplish from the information you currently have, and then try to accomplish that.
Lady Vale,
Yes.
I propose we call for reinforcements to ensure that we maintain this pass and we forego the other one entirely. For what is within this one is far too valuable to surrender.
Well, that was my thinking. Send message to Demon's Deep with the information we find.
I feel as if Demon's Deep, their amount of, I guess you'd say, workforce or military force is more valuably needed in keeping back the demons. Why not just advise the Brass Baron, even though we might not, be in a very great position after that, but still.
I mean, here's my question. If our job was just to clear the passes and they're cleared, did whatever you agree to with the Baron say we needed to stay there? And I don't know, are we supposed to be doing this for months, weeks, years? Or now that we've done it, we're done?
It won't be months or years. Until the war in Malmornhal is finished.
So are we supposed to guard the passes until the war's done, or are we just supposed to clear it once?
Do you not remember anything that I've said? We were holding it until the Brass Baron gets done getting his troops in order.
So he's going to send people here to let us know that they're done.
The military term there is marshaling his forces.
Yeah.
So once he's marshaled, he'll come and relieve us of our duty, and he'll watch the passes.
Yes, we're handing them off. That being said, I think we send word down to Demon's Deep. If they can't spare anyone, then we sell it off to Brass Baron.
I got a question.
What's that?
Where are all the Metherians? I haven't seen one the entire time we've been up this mountain, and that's supposedly where they're coming.
I mean, I'm okay with that. It means they're being held up in Mornhow, doesn't it?
I thought they were using the passes to get to Mornhow.
Well, then wouldn't they have been coming from the side we went up? So wouldn't they be ahead of us?
I don't know.
Mornhow's that way.
I haven't seen hide nor hair of a Metherian flag since we've got up these mountains.
If I have to guess, these two paths are probably the least enticing for the church, and they must probably have gone to the third pass that we have yet to defend, where Lord Ty is dealing with it himself.
Yes, I believe Lord Ty is there, and he likely is confronting the majority of the Matherian host, if any.
Yes. It is a much shorter route. It's more direct, and it's not so rough, probably, to traverse.
I was just pointing something out. I just thought it was weird.
Noted, Mr. Zu'el.
I mean,
Also, on top of
I'm
that,
okay
who
with
knows
that
what
not
those...
having to deal with the church for a while.
We also, who knows what those demon worshippers did? They could have come across any of their scouting parties and killed them and sacrificed them.
Yeah, the ones on the lower pass did just attack us for no reason at all. If some Matherians came by, they probably would have just, did the same thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
but then
kind
they
of
would have
attacked them
just
first.
kept their equipment. Like, they would have just thrown all that good Matherian equipment away. They would have kept it. At least a smart group would have.
Would you wear and don Matherian armor?
Depends. How good is it? How well
don't
made
wear
is
armor.
it? Also,
I'm
too.
asking you, Zu'el. Would you use a weapon from Matheria that's inscribed with their holy symbols?
If it cuts good.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I? It's a weapon that I could use. Can't be
Think
picky.
the
They're-
churches have some fancy Matherian picks?
You guys don't understand what it means to be religious, then.
No.
Would you use a weapon that said over it, I hate mining?
Depends. What does it do?
It's
It's something that makes me better at mining or killing
No.
people, then I don't care what it says. I'm gonna use it.
I can't get through to you. This is the lost cause.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's fine.
Something's useful, why wouldn't you use it?
Because it could kill you.
Or it's
See, that's the demon stuff. I'll be cautious about that.
It's you guys are just too fucking stuck in your own heads to understand what it means to wield something of another banner.
Okay. Wouldn't that mean I'm
Why
too
have
not
to-
stuck in my head because I'm more open to using more things?
No, you're too stuck in your head to understand the perspective.
Oh.
Don't you have a halberd from a brass baron guy that you killed that you've used? Isn't that the same thing?
No.
How's that not the same thing?
I took it not because of whose weapon or whom's banner that weapon came from. I took it for the purpose of respecting who dealt the scar to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even close. I'm not religious. Nor did the weapons have any insignias on them. That being said, we're talking in circles. It does not matter where the Matherians are. Our job is just solely to hold these passes and nothing more. Whether they are here or not is irrelevant.
I'm with you. I'm just saying. I thought that was weird.
Well, they're probably dealing with Lord Ty, and who knows what other beings have run into.
Agreed.
So we just
Do you
hold
think
this pass.
demons might have gone after Lord Ty? Do we need to go save him?
We don't have the manpower to go save him and hold this.
He looks to the heavily reduced number of people we have. Ooh.
Do you still have
Yeah.
his bird to message him?
No, his bird has not returned to us.
Unfortunate.
What was that bird's name again? I forget.
Chartreuse?
Yes, Chartreuse.
Weird name for a bird.
Chart-
Pretty
I would recommend you hold your tongue in front of him.
I mean, if anything, we just make the pass here impassable, and I just go over to the other pass and protect that.
The other pass is impassable.
Oh,
Where have you been?
Not impassable. It's just going to be
Yeah.
a lot of work to get passable.
Yeah, that's what. Yes, that's how impassable works.
Hmm.
They can't
wasn't
just
fully
march up
blocked, it
through.
was Slightly blocked, Bill.
slightly.
Foot soldiers could. Caravans couldn't.
The soldiers cannot march without their supplies, regardless. They were held up.
The idea there,
And
in regards to that specifically, a band of adventurers could get past that, but an army that needs supplies and carries those supplies in large wagons are not going to get through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I said.
Makes sense.
And it would take a substantial amount of time to at least get through all of that to make it passable. We've done our job. We prevented an army from getting in. A few stragglers getting up and over is not going to change anything.
Well then, I guess we post up here. Do like Boldrum said, send a courier to Demon's Deep, let them know we have something. See what they say, and if they don't want it, then... hell, if we can get some quick change off of the Brass Baron, why not? But at least give the dwarves a chance to
Yes,
say their piece.
that has been the plan.
I agree with this, so long as you do not give him the ledger.
Give who what the ledger?
The Brass Baron.
Oh, of course not. Why would I do that?
Who
Well, that's
knows
for us.
what you might have sold it for.
I wouldn't have sold it.
Alrighty, so it sounds like the party is leaning towards maintaining their current position, sending word to Demon's Deep, and awaiting word from the Brass Baron.
Yes.
Correct.
Alrighty. In that case, following these orders, Jacome will set up the small encampment to encompass yourselves, and a small outpost to set up in front, a protective outpost to set up in front of the cavern's entrance. And so, the party maintains its position and awaits word, as well as sending out word. Okay.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
can I start working on getting a bird myself?
So falconry is something you can do, but not here in this area right now. For you to receive a animal companion is a whole thing.
Do they?
I
Question.
will pout.
Do they have spare smithing kits so we can fix up our supplies in the downtime?
Yeah, don't worry about that. So you
Understood.
you guys get a full long rest, not a comfortable one, so no level yet, but you'll get your armor restored and all that.
Yes, armor.
If I take a nap on Coffee's bakery, is that considered comfortable?
No.
No.
It is for me.
Okay. Anyway,
I thought Zu'el had the camping kit stuff.
I
Oh.
For
do.
exposure
Yeah,
and food.
Yeah.
but it is considered comfortable.
Yeah, that should be considered comfortable, no?
Yeah.
This is lawyering.
I know.
anyway, so while everybody holds their position, would you like to write out what you are informing Demons Deep? And who's writing?
I will write it.
Okay.
Yeah, you write
Generally, it's just going to say that we've made some discoveries while holding the passes, an old dwarven mine, and basically letting them know, allude that we might have uncovered a lost dwarven city, in hopes that they can send aid of holding and reinforcing the mine.
Okay. Alrighty. So you'll send that message out. The party maintains their position.
Jacome,
He'll look up. Yes, my lady.
you know things of the other gods, from what I can tell.
A little bit. I'm no scholar.
Well, a little bit is more than nothing. I don't really know who I can ask until we get back to Haikyo. What do you make of this? And I pull out the symbol.
Which one? Which symbol?
I linked it.
Oh.
The one from the hot spring.
Ah. Hold on, let me check. Fucking Jacome.
For what? Who he worships?
Let's see. Where did I put him?
Are you looking for his character sheet?
No.
Oh.
Let's see here. That is the symbol of Veyron, my lady.
Interesting. We found this at the top of the mountain in a spring.
Curious.
Very indeed. Would you prefer to hold on to this? I don't know of anyone else I can give this to.
He'll look a little uncomfortable. If you think it best, my lady.
What's wrong?
It's just, Veyron is the he'll kind of stumble over his words a little bit. He is the Kalkateshian god of forgiveness and redemption. He'll kind of place his hands haphazardly on the hilt of his weapon. Not like in a hostile gesture, but more so in a nostalgic one. I don't think that I should hold it.
Why not? Is this not who you worship?
It is, I don't think that I'm ready to be forgiven yet.
Ah, I see. Well, when you've come to terms and forgiven yourself, let me know.
He'll nod. Is there anything else, my lady?
How's the supplies looking?
The reports are looking good. Some of the supplies were left behind by the Orcish host that we faced. There is also some curiosities that we've uncovered. At first, we thought it was simply loot gathered by the Orcish warbands doing some light banditry, but I think it's far more than that. More specifically, it is how these supplies have been carefully packaged and undisturbed. Normally, you would think that a host would tear open the packaging to know what is inside, but that is not the case. I believe, my intuition tells me, that these packages were known to have what they were inside, and as such, would indicate that they were intended to be given to these orcs. The packages bear the marks of Mytheria. And he'll kind of gesture to one of them as he leads you over to it. It seems to bear the apothecaric symbol as well. I dare say that it is most likely filled with potions and other such recoverables. I had one of the lads crack it open, and what we found instead was... Well, I think it is best that perhaps Master Took has a look at it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'll take a look at it.
Don't say it like that.
Yes.
He's waddling over. Alright, give me an alchemy roll there, big guy.
Oh, alchemy.
Yeah.
1d20 plus 6. Only because the bakery doesn't count as a restful rest.
Alrighty, Took. As you start to analyze the cargo, what you're able to uncover is that it is not full potions, but rather the bases for potion. These are all supplies meant for potion creation.
This is interesting. All these are ingredients in order to make potions. But why would
what kind of
would that
potions?
works have it? Yes.
What kind of potions?
Yeah.
The bases could be used for any potion.
It seems like you could make for almost any kinds of potions. If I have the ingredient list for certain potions, I can make it with these supplies.
We'll search through the rest of them, make sure there's nothing else out of the ordinary.
But I wonder.
Speaking of searching, Jacob, is there anyone in the unit that is good with locks?
Maybe one of those Solans.
Holdan will gesture to the silver chest. We need to get that open.
Oh,
Is there any ingredient lists upon these crates for alchemy?
Make me another Arcana check there, Taz, as you start to look things over.
Ooh. Arcana or alchemy?
Arcana.
Someone aid him.
You need some help there, Took.
Oh, yes.
Alright, I'll give you some help.
Ow.
Oh boy.
That makes me nervous when the music stops.
I know.
Oh, it changed.
Sorry, I was just
What did
changing them
you
over.
do?
Sorry, that isn't. I didn't
What
mean
did you
for,
do?
I didn't mean for everybody to get all nervous. I was
First
just
he
changing-
learns the demon ritual, now he gets the super secret formula for nukes.
You open the chest. Oh, God.
Gold light just emanates from it.
Anyway,
it's the Ark of the Covenant.
as you take a look, though, it would seem that these alchemical supplies have been sent with the very intent that they should not be combined yet. And the reason that you believe so is because these alchemical supplies, if they were to be combined, would be explosive, and therefore dangerous in order to transport. What you have uncovered are the ingredients to make an entire war cache of alchemist fire.
Nice.
Oh. That'd be great for defending.
And if I combine the knowledge that Holdan has, I can make it even more volatile.
True.
Yes.
Well, you two lovebirds work on that. Let's go see how our thief has done.
Yes. See what's in the fancy chest.
Oh, okay. Let me go get this guy.
I just hope it's nothing demonic.
I wonder if we can make alchemist blue fire.
Well, this is the way I view it. Whether or not it is demonic, the chest is working for suppressing whatever in there.
Aye, that's why I didn't want to break it. Chest is
Yes.
more valuable.
That too. I've been wanting one of these chests for ages. Man, slaps chest. This baby goes for way too much on the market.
We can maybe even reverse engineer it and see if we can create.
These babies hold like 200 pounds.
You know, we need to start like some... Oh man, if we only had the printing press, we could have started some sort of like book thing where we send it out and people can order things that are pre-made.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll
You
be right
know,
back.
maybe I call it like a catalog or something.
A printing press.
Why cats? Why not dogs?
Maybe
Moles.
because of like, you know, like how we have those searing you do and stuff like that. We could call it like a Sears catalog.
Oh, not catalog, dog. Dogs are better diggers than cats.
What? No.
We could always. We might be able
Have you ever seen a
if we-
cat dig?
if we find out, if we research enough, maybe we could have like a small version of the printing press.
We didn't choose it. That's alien technology.
Yeah.
We technically don't
Just
know
a
the
concept
printing
of-
press
We
exists.
can't research something we have no idea. I was speaking out of character.
Oh,
Yeah.
Noted.
Oh my god, I'm going to fucking murder you.
Hop, Kek,
Noted.
Omega, lol.
I was expecting another noted. Can't speak about something we don't know.
True.
Wait, would blue alchemist fire?
Yes.
Yes.
Would that be napalm?
No.
Yes.
My god.
pretty much.
Yes.
Dude, I want to make that.
And then you turn into like a sling that you just throw these like grenades.
Yes.
And if we somehow can make it radiant, we can throw them at with demons.
True.
Eh.
Oh, we'll have a nice cache of these. My question is I wonder who was supposed to build these.
Didn't we get them from the orcs?
Well, the
yeah.
orcs apparently had mercenaries as allies.
Interesting.
I imagine they would be waiting for a Mytharian alchemist to come and create those first.
But the traitor
No.
orcs are at odds with the Mytharians.
Well,
They're probably.
Wait.
Arcadum.
He's
not
pooping
here.
right now.
Do you think the Mytharians gave it to the orcs so that the orcs would cause trouble over here so they wouldn't have to?
Well, I can't imagine trader orcs having the capacity to create the alchemical
Yeah, I could
weapon.
never imagine an orc that knows alchemy. That's kind of fucking ridiculous,
Kind of
honestly.
racist.
Why would you
Well, I
say
mean-
that, Duke?
Because, or
Does anyone else get the irony here?
well, I mean, in what I've seen, not a lot of other orcs do alchemy, aside from myself.
You're the only one. I see you're special.
Things out of character
There was
the
a
wilt.
few alchemists in my tribe.
I mean, Took, you can't just base all orcs off of you. I mean,
True.
not many halflings, or quarterlings for that matter, spend their life working the mines like a dwarf would. That doesn't make me say that no other quarterling would do that.
I swear to God, you are part dwarf. Can't tell me
That's
otherwise.
Pat's holding on the back. Okay, brother.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm the only one in my tribe that knows alchemy. There's just not a lot.
You only need one to make these, right?
Hey.
Isn't,
True.
There you
isn't
go.
shamans, isn't that a thing? Shamans, they make the fancy stuff.
They're mostly
That sounds like an
magic.
advanced prestige class there.
Oh.
They mostly wield magic. The shamans. They don't really do alchemy.
Is science not just magic of a different form?
Yes, however, it's
Science.
magic from a physical form
All right, I'm
instead
back.
of the.
Hello. Welcome.
Oh, Arcadum, can I
We've
roll
missed
to
you so
see?
much.
Can I roll to see if like trader tribes would have like alchemists in their ranks?
You don't have to roll. You know they do.
Okay, cool.
The more you know.
Guess who's the racist one?
Oh yes, the trader tribe should have alchemists.
I'm holding like a frame over your head, like, who do we know that could be possibly orc that also knows alchemy? I don't know of a single one.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm an orc.
So the
What's in the
chest.
chest? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Is it a dick? Is it a dick in a box?
The Asolan
Oh,
will
just the head.
The Asolan will pop the lock and will open the chest. And inside, you find something a little concerning.
You.
Hold on, I'm chewing on a chip.
I wonder if it's that bird demon's baby egg, so Vale can get the animal companion she wanted.
Oh my god. What did that wanna?
Wow,
Wow.
that's not what it is.
What it is now crosses out.
No, you find a curious black glass sphere.
Oh.
Well, this
Can
is
I
just
do
a
the
ball.
Arcana checks on it?
Sure.
Nice.
Can I do a smithing check on it to see what kind of it's made of?
Coffee has identify.
Hey, Zu'el.
Yeah, we could just use identify on it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll use the identify thing as a ritual cast.
Oh. Is this made out of obsidian? What is this?
A non-exposure identifier.
Hell yeah.
Oh, she had to cast it twice. That's how eager she was to cast it.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Eyes glued on it.
Mom spaghetti.
Okay. Damn it.
Damn it.
Oh boy.
Why is she...
Gaze.
I fucking-
Gaze into the abyss.
It fucking sucks she's not here, dude. Alright.
Want to save it for next week?
We could save it.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna do this without her being here.
All right.
Alrighty.
Put it back in the box.
Was that the only thing in the box? No other fancy stuff?
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Then maybe I could still use Arcana check to see the preliminary of it.
We'll wait for this. We'll
It's-
just pretend we open it later.
It's
Yeah.
it's too much to do
fine,
without
it's
her
fine.
being here.
Does
Yeah.
a giant eye show up in the center of it? Start staring at us.
Oh yeah.
Shall we put the infernal weapons in
The
here? as
plants here, not all of them has been accounted for. No, sorry.
Yeah. Put the infernal stuff in and we'll lock it up.
Wait, can the Asolin make us a key?
I'll just open it later. Don't worry about it.
He can't make you a key, but he can just open it again for you.
What do you mean you're going to open it later?
I got a spell for it.
How long have you had
Wait.
that?
Why didn't
Well,
you just use it then?
Well, I still need to get it translated. I need time with coffee to translate it, but I have it. I just need to get it translated. I learned it back in Haikyuu.
Well, why don't all of you magic people sit in a powwow and exchange notes or whatever it is you do?
I've been trying, but we haven't had time.
Well, we've got time now, since we're just gonna not, we don't want to look at this orb really intently just now, so why don't everyone just exchange notes?
Well,
One
because
step at
apparently
a time.
Took wants to learn to find familiar for whatever reason.
God, I don't want that.
Well, that's not up
Out
to
of,
you then.
out of character, I want that.
Out of character, I don't want that. Because I know what's going to happen. I've seen what happens. You don't want that. You think it's bad enough having one of him. Imagine two of him.
It'll be fine.
Oh, you don't want a sexy man? Alright.
No, I've tried that. He betrays me.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it near the demon waves. That's for sure.
What? Well, why not?
Why not?
Good.
That's it. Don't make me get him. I'll summon him.
You
Yes,
can't
you
summon him. He's my familiar.
No, that's not who I'm summoning. I already know the familiar. I'm giving you fucks.
Ooh.
Yes.
No. No.
The Goblin Champion!
Yes! God!
Let's go.
Get him in here.
That would be the
The
funniest
greatest
thing ever, though.
familiar. Summon the familiar that ends your character's life because you
Yeah.
called him a bitch boy.
I'm gonna fight him.
Good.
Stop with
No.
you.
Let's
Bad
fucking
it.
go!
I want to spar with someone. I don't care who.
Alrighty.
Okay.
You want me to move time forward?
I gotta spar at home.
Everyone note down all the spells you're trading.
All right, I've learned every spell. It seems I've absorbed them through my own soul.
I learned Magic Missile. Because it never misses.
I learned summon demon.
I learned quick attack.
Oh,
I
Thunderbolt.
learned self-destruct. I'm now dead. Alright.
All right, now I'm gonna move time forward so we can get these letters and orders.
Yeah.
All right.
yes.
So, first thing is Sartreuse appears in one of the following days, bearing a message from Lord Ty. The message states, position held. Currently awaiting...
it?
No, there's more.
Okay, sorry. The pause got me.
Shut up.
Position held. Currently awaiting reinforcements from Brass Baron. No enemy patrols spotted. Maintain vigilance. Will report when time to marshal.
And is that by Chartreuse?
Yeah.
I will write a little message. First, I will give a cookie.
Polly, want a cracker?
You just give me a cookie, bro?
Chartreuse want a cookie?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I just gave him a cookie.
All right, cool.
Wait, where'd you get the Oreos?
Kapheira.
And then?
And then I write up a letter, basically a little message saying that both passes held and secured. Currently waiting on reinforcements from Demon's Deep. Suffered sizable losses. But everything looks good.
Alrighty. Sartreuse will take off. The next day, an emissary from Demon's Deep will arrive on the back of a massive goat. He will ride it down the side of the mountain and land before you, before leaping off.
Do I know this man?
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. It's time for sick new NPCs.
Yay!
Oh my god, we get
Is it
new
a prestige?
friends to annoy.
It's the Skyrim horses of real life.
Skyrim horses of real
They're
life.
so weird.
He rides 90-degree
Oh my
angles
God.
straight up.
Oh my god, I love it. Just saw Coffee's hockey. That's so sad.
Alrighty. Where... I had him. Give me just a moment.
Well, I vote we keep these talkies for the rest of the month. That's just me.
Agreed.
No, I plan on
Hell
that.
yeah.
Everyone's Christmas present for this session was seeing Holden's face.
Hey!
But we did see his face.
Yes, but now you've seen it.
Hilarious that Took is Krampus, though.
Who?
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, you don't know who Krampus is? Oh, man.
Yeah, I've no clue.
Wait,
Tortures children.
Just go Google Krampus and
He-
learn all the lore.
he's OG Santa. But way meaner. And terrifying.
He's the kind of Krampus that says die.
Wait, what? Is that a demon?
It's really cramping my style.
Okay. Okay.
That's weird. It's weird that Ghaz just keeps telling me to kill his character. It's so strange. He just keeps saying those exact words.
Yes, those are words he is speaking.
All right,
Interesting.
here we go.
I approve of campus. Or cramping.
Hey, cannabis? Oh my.
I didn't say cannabis.
He is an alchemist.
True. Oh no, wait, that's more like herbalist kit though.
Got any of that THC?
Y'all got any of that THC?
Y'all want acid?
Okay.
But the tongs, hooks, and clamps for the forge?
And I don't mean the melting one.
Alrighty. Where am I gonna? I need a place to talk to you guys here. Let's do the mountain pass.
Oh yes, let's do the open field. It's classic.
My God, so many people are screaming outside.
No, you know, zombie apocalypse and all.
If only.
If only, if only.
If y'all hear snoring, it's my dad, not me. I swear.
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it?
Apparently bad, because he said he shut his door earlier.
Well, I mean, he's laying in the bed, not 10 feet from me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Say if it was like my father, you could hear it from upstairs with the door closed.
Oh, he starts out soft, but it's just
Oh,
getting
yeah.
louder and louder. So he's at
And then he
about-
wakes himself up. Does he wake
About a
himself
4 right
up from snoring
Yeah.
and then yell at you for being loud?
Yeah, he can do that.
Good, excellent. Hey, Jutsu.
There's a cave. Go for it, Holden.
Oh,
Alrighty. It is a... Oh, God damn it. Hold on. Okay. It is at this point that you are approached, the group of you. He jumps off the back of this massive goat, which then disappears into a thin and baleful light as the dwarf approaches you with an intense confidence. You see that a long pulled great axe lies across his back and a large round shield. He bears the symbol of Demon's Deep across his breastplate, and he stands before you proudly. And you see this.
oh. Wait.
He calls out,
This is...
"Hail and greetings to those that lie within. I'm here to answer a letter sent to Demon's Deep. Whom amongst you is be your commander?"
I say in Dwarvish, that'll be me.
"I come here under direct orders of the Thane of War. We are to discuss the current position that you are in, its military value, and what, if any, help, aid, trade, or correspondence that the dwarves of Demon's Deep and your," he'll look at a piece of parchment, "Haikio possess."
Well,
Hail
shall
to
we get
thee.
ourselves comfortable first?
"If it's all the same, I'm quite comfortable where I'm standing." He will then take his long axe and he will implant it into the ground next to him. Holding his helmet, he will then state, "First, introductions. I am Sir Edis Emberdane, servant to the Thane of War. Make me a history check, Boldrum."
Oh boy, I'm not trained. 6.
Okay. you know who the Emberdanes are. They are one of the 6 ruling noble families of Demon's Deep, and indeed of the greater dwarven civilization that has survived thus far.
I whisper that to Lady Vale.
You don't know which son this is, but judging by the length of his beard, probably one of the older ones.
I am Lady Valentina Dragonheart.
He'll look at his parchment. Valentina Dragonheart. I have here that I am to meet with a vassal of Lord Ty. Is that you?
That would be me.
Apologies. Human hierarchies have always been a little confusing to me. Well then, I take it you are the leader of this host, as you proclaimed, yes?
Yes.
Very well. I am here as the acting voice and hand of the Thane of War over this particular arrangement. We are to discuss what it is that you have found, and as mentioned, what treatise we might find. So, what have you found?
I start saying all of this in Dwarvish. We found a iron and copper mine that once belonged to the dwarves of Demon's Deep. On top of that, we found some interesting ledgers from the foreman referencing and talking about a lost city of sorts. Some of the pages are missing completely, and I can't figure out the rest. Perhaps you guys might have better chances with that. I'd hate to lose this position and have it fall in someone else's hands other than the dwarves.
Sir Emberdane will look towards Boldrum.
She is correct in this assessment, but there's also reason to believe that there is a lost city connected to the mines, potentially a vault as well.
Sir Emberdane's eyes widen ever so slightly, and slowly begins to stroke his beard. Truly, you think a lost stronghold could be at the end of these tunnels?
So the notes of the lost foreman claim, yes.
I see. Who knows about this, as far as you can collect? Do our enemies know of it?
I don't know. Anyone who had been here is dead. Who knows? I don't know. Perhaps Metharians might know. They've had their hand in the honeypot.
Indeed. He will then pull out a piece of parchment. I have been granted the power, as adherent to the Thane of War, to treatise on his behalf. So, if you would not mind, I would like to inspect the mine, to determine its worth, and to see if your words hold truth.
Oh yeah, let's go.
That is amenable.
Absolutely. I suggest taking Holdan here, and Boldrum if he wants to go. Holdan is our foreman.
He'll nod,
Aye.
and he will strap his helmet to his belt, and will twist the handle of his long axe, making the hilt shrink in on itself until it is a battle axe, and then he will place that on his belt, and he will stride forward, a confident and non-hostile air about him. He will enter the mine,
Alright.
following Holden's directive, and you will notice that he chooses to walk next to Boldrum as the party enters the mine. As you do so, you can see that Sir Emberdane seems to investigate the area very thoroughly. Very meticulous and slow. He investigates each track, each cart, looking for the markings of his people. He spends some time looking at their pickaxes, and you will see that he carries with him a sort of somber sadness as his investigation goes on, until eventually he nods sagely to himself while standing on the edge of the mine. Well then, it seems you were correct.
Aye.
This is certainly one of the old railways of our people. Which one it is, I cannot say. Judging by the coordinates left by the ledger, there's too many possibilities. My heart wishes that perhaps this might be one of the railways that could take us to Baladine, or perhaps even to Moazgadon.
What's so special about those places?
Goes through the mountains.
Anything particular to note of our forgotten settlements, brother?
He will look to Zu'el's question. Well, Orc, Moazgadon was known as the City of White Falls. It is said to be one of the greatest forge cities that our people ever constructed. And Baladine is where heroes were made, they say. Its training halls produced some of the greatest warriors that our kind have ever known. Oh, the martial secrets that have been lost there. If they were to be recovered. That's how it's spelled, by the way. Baladine.
Tell me more about this Moazgadon, this forge city.
Well, it is rumored to exist to the northwest. We have even heard claim that one of the smaller clans have supposedly found it. Such claims have yet to be confirmed, however.
Do you know which clan, brother?
Shadestone.
Shadestone.
History check on the Shadestone clan, Boldrum.
Was that not the ones that we were investigating?
5.
Yes, one of those fucking smaller clans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did an adventure for them early on, didn't we, Vale?
Yes, we
It's
were
like
hired.
recovery
We were
for
hired
his
by a Shadestone.
noble family heritage thing.
Yes.
Truly. Interesting.
Simpler times then.
I don't think they was simple. We had to kill Matherians.
Well, we didn't kill them that time. We fought them and then we ran away.
Well,
Tactically retreated.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Look, we didn't have the option. The one lady with the big circle thing, she did it.
In
We were
either
just there.
in either
It doesn't matter.
in either case, whether or not the claims of this Deputy Thane are to be believed or not is yet to be seen. My heart, my intuition tells me that it is far more likely that you have found the pathway to Baladine. I will admit that a part of me doesn't wish to believe it, as to not be disappointed. But there are some signs as he starts to point out different pieces. This, for example, was used solely to transport axes. You could tell by the way these notches are placed so that the axe blades could remain unmolested during their transportation. And then he'll then start to point out other pieces of the mine shafts and carts.
Oh.
Interesting.
He will then let out a heavy sigh. What you have found is worth the Thane's attention. I would like to begin treatise with you. Make me an insight check, everyone who's present. Alright, Zu'el and Took, you can see that there are a number of emotions moving through Emberdane. You can see that he is uncomfortable speaking with Vale about this subject. It's not really clear why, but it seems that he is uncomfortable doing so. That's all. He will continue. I would like to begin treatise with you. First, there are offerings that the Thane of War is willing to make. You mentioned in your letter that you would request a reinforcement of a military presence in order to help hold the pass. The Thane is amenable to this. However, the Thane suspects that you do not want nothing in return for your service. Therefore,
Very true.
the Thane is willing to offer a stipend of gold for your good deed for dwarfkind.
How much are we talking?
He will look at the parchment, and he will state, a stipend of 500 gold pieces for each of you.
I am
Seems
amenable
like
to this.
It seems like a small sum for something so vastly important to the dwarves.
The man offers no response to that. The dwarf simply awaits your answer.
You will not haggle with him. It is what it is.
It's one of those times where you political peoples just do the thing, but also for a favor or something like that. How's this work?
The favor is that he helps you reinforce this point.
It is not a favor. We're giving this over to them.
And
They're going to have
500
to
gold.
reinforcement regardless of that. I'm sorry, but that sum is too low for the amount of men we lost taking this pass. And the mine.
Sir Emberdane will stroke his beard carefully. And then he will state, the Thane of War is willing to offer other amenities. It is said that you are from Haikyo, yes?
Of course.
Perhaps more amenable trade agreements in the future could be discussed. While not the purview of the Thane of War, the Thane of Trade will listen to the Thane of War.
Alright, so if we can get a meeting with the Thane of Trade.
I am sure that a meeting can be arranged at the very least.
Alright. I think that sounds good enough.
Agreed.
I would also like to add for a small little caveat of giving a small amount, good gesture to those families who lost someone in this fight.
You would like dwarves to attend to the... I am unaware of human customs for burial.
No, not that. I'm talking about giving the families of those who lost someone a little bit of financial gain to lessen the burden that has befallen their house.
I see. Those that have lost their lives in service to you, that were from Demon's Deep, shall be given high honors. As for the others, I'm sure a stipend of gold could be prepared for their families.
That sounds good enough for me.
Very well. The Thane of War finds these treatises amenable. Therefore, I shall send word. In the meantime, I shall remain to ensure that our investment is safeguarded.
Well, make yourself at home.
Very well. Sir Emberdane has joined the party.
Yay, allied.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, hey, Arcadum.
Yeah.
I'd like to send another letter to Tuk's family, reporting the demon, the demoniacs that we defeated here, and the circle and the Babylon thing.
Sure.
I just want to say, in my mind, the way that Dwight talks to his family from The Office is exactly how I imagine Tuke does.
Oh, 100%. He definitely talks like Dwight.
Raja, I will marry and wed soon.
Man.
Right.
Yes.
Everybody give yourself 500 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, do we still get the 500?
He would keep him knowing
Yeah, you still get the 500 considered payment.
how he knows how to
Yeah, and a
recreate
bonus.
the filter. So we all gain 500. Nice.
Yes.
Hey.
Did anyone add it to? I will add it to coffees.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, I guess now we wait. Here, Boldrum, take this.
Yes, brother.
Give him his extra pick.
Takes it.
Hey.
You know
Now
what
we're
he
just
wants
waiting,
to
right?
do.
Oh, well,
go ahead.
here's the thing. I want him to do it, because I've actually got other things I need to do while we wait.
All right.
I'm just gonna go in the hole, because that's where I'm most comfortable.
Yes.
I want to spend my time learning runes while Boldrum's mining.
Yes, brother.
Yes,
Which one do I need now? Me.
Did you have any questions for me, Zu'el?
What?
Our last conversation got cut off short.
I mean, not in particular. Is there something I need to know?
No, you said we'd talk about it later. In this weird thing called next session.
I honestly, I don't remember what I was going to ask. It feels like it's been a week since our last
Oh
talk.
my god. Yes. Very funny.
Since you're
It actually probably has at this point. No, never mind then. If you have some free time, and you want to make a little extra gold, I have something I can request of you.
No, what's that?
I need someone to teach me Orcish.
Sure. I can help you with that. I mean, it's not that complicated of a language.
So you're saying it takes less time to learn?
I didn't say that. I just said it's less complicated.
Instead of 15 days, it's 5 days.
It's not as complicated, but there's a lot of nuance to it. You gotta get
Of course.
the enunciations. Is the most complex part.
Oh boy.
Context
my words
matters
are
in
hard.
those two.
Hey, if they both help her, does she learn it twice as fast?
No, she gets twice as confused.
No.
No,
Not
he's
with the two of them. No, there's no way.
You're busy doing alchemy things. Go do alchemy things.
I'm learning Find Familiar from Coffee.
Don't forget to carry the 4.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What does Toot do after he gets Find Familiar for coffee?
Not using it until we get back.
You know what, brother?
Oh,
What if we built a mountain fortress here?
I mean, isn't that what the dwarves are gonna do once they come and take over the thing?
I hope so.
Look, we got to figure out what we're doing with all the stuff we have first. Sadly, I can't be in 6 mines at the same time.
Ayo.
Being too spread out is not gonna do much for me.
But you're so vigorous.
I know. But even special hole, even that one is close to where our house is. But even that's kind of hard to get in and out of while also maintaining our normal mine.
Right. The one with the gemstones, right?
Did he just say special hole?
And the ancient.
I thought he was talking about coffee for a second. And then I realized, oh, he means that second mine that we found.
The geode mine.
Yes.
That's the joke.
Say it like that, you did that intentionally.
Ugh.
Oh man.
Look, I just want to say, I wasn't the one that originally called the first mine Holdan's Hole. Someone else said it, and I just ran with it.
No, you called the first hole a sneaking hole.
Okay, you're right, but that wasn't a mine. That was a sneak hole.
I rest my case.
Wow.
Damn, I've been bested.
It's okay, brother. I'll find you some nice rocks.
Please do. I have 8 iron on me right now, so I know I saw some iron veins in here, so we can either get more iron, or we can focus on the copper, or maybe you'll find something fancy.
Oh my god. It's like he's a crack addict.
What if I just...
Yes.
What if I just
If I hit the wall, it cracks, and he's addicted to that. And that's how he finds the things behind it.
God, I hate everything. I'm done.
You know,
I
you have
hate
a point.
Woodland.
Yeah, tank axes are so good. They have ports.
Yes.
True. Now you get it.
Oh no, she's swearing at me in Dwarvish.
Alrighty. With the
All
party...
right. Yeah.
Okay, so the party lingers and awaits for word to return from Demon's Deep, and for those forces to arrive. Oakley dokley.
Interesting knot you got there, my friend.
Thank you. It is my servant. It is a fine steed.
It's a. Oh, can I make an Arcana check to see if it's a summoned mount or?
It's summoned.
a
It's
regular-
summoned.
It disappeared into light when he got here.
A baleful.
But is it magic though?
But is it magic?
Or is it a rune?
He was in his mind palace.
I can't help but notice that your steed is a summoned creature, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Was it summoned in Demon's Deep?
What do you mean?
Well, we are close to Demon Waste, right? So I'd imagine summoning a steed or any kind of creature using magic might, be dangerous.
Perhaps.
I'm just wondering since you guys, if it's summoned in Demon's Deep or anywhere close to the Demon Waste, I would like to find out how was it, prepared safely.
I can move unseen when I need to be.
Oh, I don't mean how you used the mount. I mean how you summoned it in the first place.
He wants to know how to summon something without it being a demon next to the demon wastes.
Yes.
The holy blood of my forefathers flows through me. No such demonic corruption can touch me.
Oh.
Ah, I see.
Based.
Oh no, that's not good for you, then.
I mean, if I'm near the Demon Waste, I'm definitely not gonna try and summon it, considering my people are tainted by the corruption.
Yes.
Although, I do, I know in my particular case, my body, my kin are most resistant to the corruption. However, still, we are tainted.
Yes.
You say they're like the bad thing, Duke.
Well, it's more like a double-edged sword. It's not bad nor good. Well, technically it's good and bad, but you get what I mean.
Sir Emberdane just stares at you. He doesn't really say anything else.
Class.
Yeah, he gets that a lot.
Apologies, he's taken one too many clubs to the head.
He just he doesn't really have a response to that. It's just kind of like, okay.
You could join Boldrum in the mine.
Well,
Sir Emberdane will just stay on watch. Make me. You guys can do some martial checks if you want. Check out who you're hanging out with.
I'm on a roll.
Oakley dokley. As you kind of take a closer look, you notice that Sir Emberdane has a strange emanation of magic, but he's also a warrior.
Oh, you okay there, my friend?
Sorry, that was...
Well, I hope someone tells me about that.
You suffering from the black lung?
Yeah, I'm dead. Bye.
Oh, no. The good news, I have a healer's kit.
Too much.
Come out for some water. I also martial check him.
Resurrected Macedonian.
He's not made of rock.
I mean, he's a dwarf. He pretty much is.
Use your
Sure,
stone
relax.
cutting kits.
Ah, he's adding
Do
things to the
my
character.
specialized see.
Nothing. You rolled a 13.
No.
Alrighty, as you guys take a closer look, you can see that there are quite a few things. First of all, you recognize that Sir Edis Emberdane is a paladin. But oddly enough, you see that his armor is concealed beneath long vestments that seem to bear the markings of Demon's Deep on them. He almost looks like a diplomat, were it not for his demeanor and the obvious weapons he is carrying. You can also see that his great axe has a collapsible handle and is held on his belt. In fact, each of the different pieces of the armaments that he is carrying appear to be, well, more easily hidden beneath the robes of his Thane adherent robes. And in addition to that, you can see that he walks quite softly for such a warrior. And with that, I can reveal that Sir Edis Emberdane is an Avenger.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
so we're in the end game.
I want to die.
Come on. You had to have known that was coming.
I mean, either that or the Infinity War.
Alright, now you're just reaching. That's not even...
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no.
ruined
No,
it. You go back in the fucking hole. I drop kick you in the hole.
Get back in the hole.
Whee!
Which one came first, paladin or rogue?
He is a paladin first.
Ah.
Nice.
Yes. That's why he can cast the steed. He'd have
Anyway.
to be paladin first.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Or he's a level 10.
he is not level 10. No,
Yeah.
he is not level 10.
You never know.
He is our ally, though.
That is correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
But can he teach to find steed?
No.
You get one.
But I want two familiar.
Anyway, Sir Emberdane will stay on watch, making sure that his investments for his people are carefully curated. As time begins to pass by, and days turn into nights, Eventually, Sir Emberdane will approach Boldrum.
All right. Approaches JoJo style.
Sir Emberdane will give you a nod and a bow of respect.
Returns the nod and the bow.
And then he will say, if I could have a few moments of your time, brother, there are some things I would like to discuss.
Of course, brother. Tell me what is on your mind.
Dwarf, 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 dwarf. No.
Wop, 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 wop.
Let me fix you. Okay, there we go.
Wah, 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 wah.
As you head outside the encampment, Sir Emberdane will turn to you, and you will see that his eyes burn with a quiet fury.
Tell me, brother.
I must be straightforward with you. I have come with more than a diplomatic agenda.
I believed as such.
I have been able to confirm, and I wish to ask you directly as a kinsman. Does Lady Vale have within her retinue a dwarf by the name of Jacome?
Yes. That is, in fact, her, I believe, her steward is under her employ back at Hikyo.
Disturbing.
Yes. She, in fact, tasked him to leading her mercenary band against the traitor orcs here.
You'll see that Sir Emberdane does not like that.
I did not like it either, Sir Emberdane.
Tell me, what do you think of this exile?
I believe he seeks repentance. I believe he is beneath us. I believe he is guilty of the charges levied against him. But he has served Lady Vale faithfully, so thus far.
I will admit that I have been given a secondary task. In addition to dealing directly with your Lady Vale, and to the greater Hikyo as a whole, I have also been tasked with the arresting and transport of Jacome to face trial and tribulation in Demon's Deep.
Understood.
However, now that you have confirmed my suspicions that this exile is not here in secret, but has elevated himself to a position of high standing, this makes the continued dealing with Demon's Deep and Hikyo quite difficult.
I agree. The Thane of Seals warned me of such.
I dare say that if I were to arrest Jacome, that your Lady Vale would attest to it.
I believe she would not give him up willingly, but I do not believe she would sacrifice her diplomatic standings with Demon's Deep over it. More likely than not, she would likely contest it through combat, if at all was possible.
Yes, as I expected of a human.
Agreed.
In either case, this is a problem. Jacome has not answered for his crimes, though repentance he might still be seeking. There are a few problems that must be attested to. Namely, and this is perhaps the most important, we have not had a full accounting of the events. Despite the traitorous actions that the exile has taken, his recounting of the events are not on official records. I am sure that the dwarf mothers and fathers that lost their children in his blatant incompetency would at least like to know how their children were lost. It would bring them peace.
I agree. He should stand trial and give the testimony himself.
Indeed. And yet, here he has found himself as a regent to a vassal lord of the Haikyo nation.
Indeed.
I was wondering if I could beseech you for what advice you might have, as you have traveled with Lady Vale and this Jacome as well. What passage do you think I should take through this mountain of challenge?
He scoffs. I believe Lady Vale is headstrong and fiery with passion, and any attempts to take Jacome by force will be met with utmost complications and would strain relations between both parties of Haikyo and Demon's Deep. I believe we should allow her the opportunity to vouch on his behalf at his trial in Demon's Deep.
Do you think that she will allow him to attend to his trial?
I don't see why not. She is a lawful individual. If she intends to abscond with him, I believe that would be even worse for both parties.
Sir Murdane will nod. Another question, and one that is more, perhaps even more contentious than the exile. Tell me of this human. and more specifically, what their intentions are. And I do not speak only of this Lady Vale, but indeed, the highways of our forefathers are for our kin alone. Knowledge of them is bad enough, but reports that the Thane of War has received from this human, this brass baron's movements, would indicate that not only do you have a tumultuous alliance, but that he is marshalling forces just outside of Demon's Deep's doorstep as we speak. Tell me, what have you heard? All right. Before you answer, understand that you are in a position where you are being asked by your kin for military information. And whilst you have made your stance clear, keep in mind that anything that you say here will have rippling impact in more ways than one.
Is he asking specifically about the Brass Baron or also Lady Vale?
He has referred to as the humans.
In general,
in his eyes, they are the same thing.
Understood. I believe Lady Vale wishes to take the Broken Brothers as her own territory, although that would be quite a complication in itself. I agreed to help her with this in means of securing bonds between Haikyo and Demon's Deep in accordance with the Thane of Seals, so that there's better relations. However, as far as the Baron is concerned, she entered an alliance with him that would last a number of years before it is meant for renewal, which I believe that they would strike at each other's backs the moment it is up. They are savage, power-hungry, avarice. It is troubling in the most sense, brother. I do not trust these humans. I serve them for my people, but I do not trust them.
How many years?
Do I remember the exact number? I forgot IRL.
I never said to you. You weren't there.
I wasn't there. A number of years, I don't know.
No doubt if it is human timeline, it is most likely a decade or so. An eye blink to our people, but still, a detraction. Another question. You believe that they are to be savage, yes? To turn on each other at a moment's notice.
Yes, as soon as it is opportune for them to gain an upper hand on each other.
Then my question is this. How easily do you think you could make that happen?
That I could make that happen, brother?
Well, of course. You are a part of her retinue, are you not?
I believe if she had means of believing that the Brass Baron was going to betray her, she would take that opportunity to strike back at him. She would not do it on a whim, but she would take direct countermeasures.
Indeed. And how easily do you think you could convince her of that? Make me an insight check, Boldrum.
Okay. 6. He only has 8 charisma. And that's wisdom.
Well, with the insight check, you could tell that this individual is hinting that you would make that happen, as opposed to whether or not it would happen.
It's a bold claim you're making there, brother.
Indeed, but as you just said, it is likely to happen anyway. Better that the clock strikes at the timing of our choosing, yes?
I understand. I serve my people, as I always have, as my father before him and his fathers before him.
Well said.
I will do as you ask.
There is no need to do so now. At this time, the humans are fighting amongst themselves. This is good. It gives us ample opportunity to raise ourselves up from where we have found our particular position. Continue to serve this veil. In the future, however, your people will call upon you.
I understand.
He'll nod. Good.
Nods.
Come, let us return to your retinue.
Brother, their forge, it's capable of crafting tempered steel with this blue fire. They have infernal steel in their armaments. They have not used it yet, but it is most concerning.
Sir Emberdane will stroke his beard thoughtfully. I shall take this report to the Thane of War. It is certainly something he'll wish to hear.
Understood, brother.
Come, let us rejoin the retinue. Perhaps they'll have some ale around here.
Agreed. I could really use a drink right now.
Drama! Okay, let's go drink some ale. Holdan!
Well,
Yo,
What are you doing in that hole?
chilling and studying my Taos runes and trying to find a new one.
Alright, make an Arcana check.
Oh boy.
The struggle continues.
Correct. If I think really hard,
Alrighty. Eventually, a few more days pass, and word returns from Demon's Deep. A retinue of dwarves approach your position. You can see that they carry with them craftsmen, builders, and other such individuals. As they approach, you will see that Sir Emberdane approaches as well, and waves them down. The dwarves begin to move in, and you can also see that a chest is provided. Sir Emberdane will approach Lady Vale, and will place the chest in front of her. There you are, Lady Vale. Payment as requested. Oh, is she here?
yeah, I've been here.
Oh, okay.
All right, good.
In addition to that, I have seen to it that trade relations are at least arranged for a meeting with the Thane of Trade. That is all that it can be promised, however. Is there any individual that you would like to act as your diplomat?
For what?
For the meeting with the Thane of Trade as you requested.
I was gonna go myself.
Ah, very well then. I shall amend the letters and send word ahead of time that you receive the appropriate welcome. These dwarves will see that this is reinforced and that the mine is secured. Demon's Deep thanks you for your continued support. And he will give a salute to Lady Vale.
I will give him a nod back.
Okay. Sir Emberdane will attend to the mine, and he will leave the party for now. All right.
Any of these new dwarves see a young rune lad, be like, hey, I can teach him a few things, just get a
no.
couple.
As they are building, as they are busy.
I tried.
No. Alrighty. So, now that we're at this point, what would you like to do next?
Get done with this whole portion of the quest. We're just waiting on the Brass Baron to send his men for the pass, so we can go hold the other one.
Well, yes, but
Now that we don't-
there will be time. If you just want to wait, that's fine. But if I was asking more so if there's anything that anybody wants to do while they're here.
Oh yeah, 5
Runes.
minutes. And then later
Yay.
Learning
And then-
language, that's about it.
on, yeah. And then later on, see if Vale can teach him medicine.
Alrighty. Okay, and then finally, the messages arrive from the Brass Baron and also from Lord Ty, that it would seem that the marshalling of his troops is more or less completed, and that he is ready to position his men to reinforce the passes. As the dwarves have taken this particular area, they, in regards to their agreement and their temporary alliance, will ensure that no Metharians pass through this area. And as such, you have completed this particular section of the campaign. Now,
Yay.
a couple of other things that we can discuss, and that is Lord Ty has sent you new orders. Hold on 1 second.
Do I have to read them?
I mean, I guess you don't have to open his mail.
Left
You leave him on red.
Leave them.
You just leave him on red, I guess. That would...
I'll open it.
Well, no, if she doesn't open it, then it's left on unread.
Oh, I see. That's how that works, right?
Mm.
Lord Ty has requested you to meet him at his current position, as there has been new events that have unfolded that require the attention of his vassal lord. That is all that it says.
This is arrived via bird, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Not Chartreuse.
Oh,
I'm gonna double check the letter.
Scribe.
Double check
Go ahead,
the
roll
bird.
scribe. You do not recognize Lord Ty's handwriting, but you do recognize the handwriting of one of his retainers. It was probably dictated to him.
Alright, looks like we're heading up to reinforce Lord Ty.
alright.
Very well.
Something happened?
Doesn't say. Something's come up.
Uh-oh. I mean, not that we should be looking on the bad side of things, but what if something bad happened to Ty?
I
Give me a
doubt that would
try.
happen. He's far too cunning to let that happen. Did he give a location, or did it just say his... What
Yeah,
we assume,
it's his current position, which is the other pass.
Oh. Alright.
All right, give me
Yeah,
some
let's go.
survival checks.
Alright, Took, you're up.
Okay.
Another survival check. And one more, please. Who are you learning it from, Taz?
From coffee.
Yeah, that's fine.
How long did that take?
You were there for several days, so...
Then would it be also enough to learn medicine from Vale if she allowed it?
She was learning Orcish during that time.
Orcish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So it took too long for okay.
Yeah. His quest to learn medicine continues.
Actually, maybe I should have learned medicine first. Oh well.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay. And then... Let me gather you guys up.
Whee! Ooh.
Everybody loaded?
Yep.
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 Alrighty. As the party approaches the encampment and enters it, you will see that Lord Ty approaches you as well. You will notice that his normally peaceful demeanor seems to carry with it a bit more agitation than normal. You can also see that the hem of his kimono is damaged.
Lord Ty?
Greetings, Vale. We have much to discuss and little time to do so. I apologize for sending a message in a hand that was not my own, but we needed to be sure. We believe that some of our correspondence may have been captured. It is one of the many leading theories that I believe might lead to our current predicament. Whilst we were able to overcome the position, there has been tidings tidings that lead me to be quite disturbed. It is good that you've completed the conquering of these passes so quickly, for it seems that problems closer to home have arisen. Follow me. I have much to show you. Alrighty, and he will lead you up here. Woo! Alright, make me Arcana checks as you approach this.
Don't worry, I got it.
Coffee.
Oh, I got her. Hold on. Where the hell is she? There she is.
Is it demonic in nature?
God, shut up. What is it?
Hey, he's got to check.
Okay. This is what you're able to determine. You're being brought in front of what appears to be a bloodied altar, cracked and broken in some places. Lord Ty will gesture behind him as he turns and looks towards Vale, speaking to all of you, but mostly towards her. While we did not while we did not encounter specifically Metharians, there were a few things that we recovered from the battlefield that we happened upon. The Metharians were defeated, and they were defeated by a force that was wielding this. And with that, he will offer a weapon to you, Vale, one that you recognize. A weapon that is distorted and twisted, that buries with its small teeth, wielded by an enemy that you have faced before. Servants of the Broken Brothers. The Leech Knights, specifically.
Yes. You fought members of the Broken Brothers?
We did not. We recovered these armaments from the battlefield. Their presence here, however, would indicate that perhaps our problem of the cursed forest is not contained to the forest. That...
No,
Go on.
I was going to say, on the way up, we fought a regiment of them.
Hey, we got the banner. Show him the banner.
I show the banner.
Lord Ty will stroke his chin. Did you rout this enemy? Did any of them escape?
I think if I remember correctly, I think we killed them all.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, we finished all of them off. Not a single one remained.
Anything else to report?
Other than we took care of that ritual that had been flaring up on the mountaintops.
That is good.
Members of, I believe, what was it again, Coffee?
Babylon.
Oh, thank you. You okay? Your voice sounds a little rough.
Readjusting from the high mountain air.
Oh, yes. They were trying to summon Babylon or someone important to him, but we were able to stop that.
He will nod. I think that we have lingered far too long in the east. The Brass Baron has made good on his promises. He has marshaled his troops. I believe it is time now that we focus our attentions to the threat to the west. However,
What do you speak of?
the Broken Brothers.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
I see them more as our north.
I suppose, but currently it is to the west of us.
Well, southwest.
It's not wrong.
In either case, I believe them to be a far more potent threat than the warring of these nations. Make no mistake,
Yes.
eventually they will spill over into us and we will have to deal with them. But I have seen the Brass Baron's presence of his men. What I am concerned with is not necessarily that he will lose or win in Mornhow, while these are both concerning pieces. I do not wish for the cursed magics that infest that forest to find its way to the Brass Baron's men and infect them. We cannot allow this, not only because of the effects it would have, obviously, on his ability to govern, but more specifically, it is far too much of a risk of this plague of chaos to spread amongst his ranks. I have never seen so many people in one place since before my days of Glaeus. And I could tell you that when that many people are gathered into a single place, only bad things can happen. Therefore, I think it is time that we have dealt with this court of curses and remove them, like the sweltering cyst that they are, so that this land might finally begin to heal.
I agree.
Good. Which falls to your task. Haikyo is already spread thin, but the Brass Baron has made it known that he is open to additional parley. Whilst I do not wish to deal directly with the man, he has, up until this point, demonstrated himself to be reasonable. Therefore, I shall take it upon myself to garner what trade that we can, to position ourselves. You've already done a fine job at diplomacy, but it is far more my forte.
Yes, thank God.
So I shall take it up myself.
Have you seen the treaty?
I have. I am hoping to make amendments to it. You did a fine job with what limited resources that you have. It is my hope that the good faith that you have produced by conquering the mountain passes could put us into a far more advantageous position. And in addition to that, perhaps I'm sorry, hold on, these sirens.
I think that also the Broken Brothers becoming more of an issue than he was expecting would definitely lead us to some bargaining chips.
Hold on, please.
I am holding on, Lord Tai. Thank you, Sensei.
I'm gonna go into my mind.
She touched his hand.
No, I didn't.
But you said you were holding on.
I didn't say onto him.
Oh. Oh, so it's me.
No.
Only two people here.
I'm holding on to myself.
To do that in public, Vale.
Okay, it's gone. Sorry about that.
Alright, good. What are you having, PTSD? War flashbacks?
No, it was okay.
No, I'm talking about Lord Tai.
Anyway, Lord Tai will continue and will state, "It is good that you see the threat as I do.
Yes.
We cannot, however, ignore the diplomatic requirements that we will need in order to keep this. We must make sure that the Brass Baron is handled. Therefore, I shall perform these political tasks, and you shall do what you do best. You will honor the blade. You will venture to the Broken Brothers. You will enter this court of curses, and you shall end this, one tower at a time. I have taken it upon myself to procure you supplies in order to do so.
Oh?
He will gesture to the crates. Let us just say that the battlefield was most plentiful.
Hey, Vale.
Yes.
You might want to mention the going negotiating for the Demon's Deep, since you're not going to be able to do that now.
Oh, yes. Handing over the Lost Dwarven mine. We've also secured ourselves a seat to have a negotiation with the Thane of Trade.
Well done. I will attend to this myself as well.
All right, very well.
Hey.
He will look up
Quick
to
question.
you. He will look back at Vale. I take it from your indignation that this is something that you wish to do so?
Oh, I mean, I was... I've always wanted to go.
He'll look at you kind of incredulously.
What?
Can I go too?
Now is hardly the time for sightseeing, Vale.
Oh.
Trade negotiations, I wouldn't call that sightseeing. It's sightseeing with a purpose.
He will slowly blink at that.
I mean, it would have been just a stop on the way.
Very well. If you wish to parley with the Thane of Trade on behalf of Haikyo, then at least send me a falcon to know what progress you have made. But you are not to linger there.
No. I'm not going to step in and overbounds here. I'm not really much for the negotiating.
I see.
I just didn't expect you to.
Someone must. And truth be told...
Let's send Took. I don't say that.
Okay. Are you sure about that? Do you want to send Please don't. Yeah,
I kind of do, actually. That arc would be interesting just to watch.
Oh, God.
I mean, Took would
Wait, what?
Took would agree to it, but me in player, I just don't. Please.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not ready!
I'll do it. I don't want
Pardon me, I'm going to my mind palace to figure out what I need to say.
I also say this in Galean. We also did procure and find a rejuvenating spa or pond up at the top of one of the mountains that has restorative powers.
Oh, shit. He will, perk up a little bit. A hot spring, you say? He will respond in Glaeus.
Yes, absolutely. Does amazing wonders for aches and pains.
Yeah.
There's also a chest up there with some weird. Holden, what was that chest made out of? I say in common.
What chest?
Yeah, those stones. Those stones on the chest at the top of the mountain.
That wasn't a chest, it was a rock.
Oh, yeah, but it stored stuff, so that's a chest.
That's not how that works.
That was such a Holden response. That wasn't a chest.
I just go back to talking. I have instructions here. I hand them to him. If you do find your way up there, you can open the chest, and I'm quite curious what happened to the katana I left behind.
He will nod. I'll see if I can spare a scout. But yes, the diplomatic duties will be handled by myself, and perhaps by my regent. I have retainers that will handle this. We can no longer ignore the broken brothers. We must see them destroyed.
Yes.
Are you up for it?
Well, I've been ready ever since, ever since before the negotiations with the Baron.
So be it. And take of these supplies, and rest well.
I will also say that the Brass Baron is as arrogant as you suspected, if not more so than...
Yes, I'll have to prepare myself to speak with him. But speak with him we must. His army cannot be ignored.
Yes. There is quite a sizable force, much larger than we expected.
Indeed. Troublesome. I will also have to look into how he has acquired so many men. They must have come from somewhere. These are all...
Kapheira?
That many mercenaries? I don't think so. Kapheira is a large city, make no doubt, and indeed many people live within their slums. But even if... For him to recruit that many people, it would have been taken under notice by the council. And surely they would not allow their people to be dwindled so lackadaisically by someone who was not of their...
I mean, a lot of things can happen when you grease the wheels.
Yes, I know that he is wealthy, but to be that wealthy, I sense that there is something else at play. He will kind of stroke his chin. These are all questions that need to be answered. But for now we must deal with the boot on our throat, as it were. We cannot allow this curse to spread.
I agree.
Well then, he will adjust himself a little bit. He will look to Took as he adds his bit. That is true. The Duke of Isola and the Brass Baron have long since been allies and friends. Their families intertwined. Or perhaps there is a third player, one that we are yet unaware of. Interesting.
Well, it says there, not any of the kings are there.
The three kings? Possible, I suppose. But to send their forces so far away, it is an unlikely occurrence.
There is one last thing I'll need to discuss.
Go on.
I don't want to help. You know the gentleman known as Big Deal?
Yes.
He has proposed.
Zu'el gasps.
I say this in Galayan. This is all in Galayan.
Okay, good catch.
He gasps anyway. He's just gasping at everything you say. Alright. Okay. Here we go.
Don't zoom in.
Zoom way in.
No!
Here we go.
Oh my god! Jesus!
Alright. As you mentioned this, Ty will raise an eyebrow. Proposed, you say? To who?
To me, of course.
To you?
Yes.
He will summon tea out of nowhere and sip it?
Oh, that was so fast.
Tell me, are you interested in his proposal?
Yeah. On one hand, I do really, really feel for the guy. He's very endearing. And it's hard not to get caught up in his herring and naive personality.
Indeed.
But I don't know if it's good for the House of Dragonheart.
Does he have any lands?
No, supposedly he's got titles that he can claim back in Kalkatesh.
Does he come from noble stock? Does he have any pedigree to lay claim to? One that is provable?
What? That I do not know.
Indeed.
He did say that he was the son of a duke. But he has been known to talk a lot of hot air.
Embellish.
Hyperbole aside, do you think him to be a potent source of heirs?
I blush and look taken aback.
Ty is 100% serious. He is all business.
I mean, he is a renowned warrior for his strength. He took on the Drake.
I have known many large melons produce little juice. Do you think he is potent and a source for heirs?
All right, DM.
Yes?
How many milliliters is he producing when we've fucked?
Well, so the real talk there is that's not really something you would know. It comes down to
My badge would know.
Well, what he's asking specifically is does he come from a stock that doesn't produce birth defects, such as does he have a lot of brothers and sisters that are invalid or born with problems and diseases and things like that? That's what he actually means.
I don't think so. He hasn't said anything about that.
I see. Many variables. You have brought this up to me. Are you asking my opinion?
Of course.
Well, what does your family think? Have you asked them?
I have not heard any word. It has been months now.
I see.
And I don't have any real family left. Just a brother.
I am unclear about Corvanian customs. Is he not to ask of your parents' hand?
I did say that he needed to get permission from my brother.
But you cannot find your brother then?
I don't think it's that. I know generally where he should be, at least where someone who would know where he would be. Last I knew, he was up at the college.
Lord Ty will put down his teacup, and then he will say, I will answer you truthfully. There are times in your service to the people, to yourself, your family, and to Haikio, in which you will find your desires offset by what should be done and what should not be done. I cannot answer for you if this Gabe big deal will be an appropriate match. It does seem that you care for him. Perhaps that is enough. And then his eyes will level with you. And then again, perhaps not. Perhaps the question is can you deal with the consequences of following your heart? If you can, then consider yourself supported by me. Your happiness matters. I just hope you are willing to pay its cost.
That's the thing. I don't think it matters.
What do you mean?
Growing up, I did not expect to have my choice of marriage. I'd always expected to have some sort of political marriage for the family.
It is in my experience that we do not dwindle or dwell on things that could have been. Expectation changes with the whims of fate. You have shown me to be an ambitious woman. You have shown me to be an honorable woman. The question is simple. Do you love him? And are you willing to pay the price of that love?
Love him? I mean, we barely know each other. Love is such a strong word.
And yet, that is what we are speaking about.
No, it is not.
He'll raise an eyebrow.
What is marriage to you?
Where I am from, the nobility are betrothed since birth. We are not given a choice to even meet those who would be our suitors. It is chosen for us by our parents. It is very rare indeed that one has any inclination of choice. It is true, the common families often get to choose, but those of noble birth have a far, far greater burden to bear. You have had the fortune to explore what love is. It is in this humble man's opinion that love is what you build. It is not some flight of fancy or a spark. It is a home, built brick by brick, word by word, act by act. So when I ask you, do you love him? It is not that you love him now. It is, are you willing to sacrifice what it takes to reach that love? And ultimately, from that love, what you build to be worth its cost? That is a question only you can answer. And I suspect that you cannot answer easily. Perhaps impossible, for you do not know the future.
I wish I did. Man, life would be so much easier.
We are all to the whims of fate.
In that case, are you betrothed to someone?
I was.
Oh. I'm sorry if something happened.
I was exiled. But that is a story for another time. I can tell you this. This Gabriel. Do you think he would betray you?
No.
Do you trust him?
I do.
That is all you need to start building.
I suppose.
I wish you luck. For one of the many routes you will take in following Bushido is to quell the tempest of your heart. in more than just battle.
Oh, in other news, I've been rehymenated.
Oh my god.
I'm a pure virgin.
What?
You know that springs? Well, it does.
You're not actually saying this, right? Okay.
Yes, I am.
What?
Oh no!
I'm out.
It's
all in the
Elaine.
lane. You guys
know.
don't know.
All right.
Coffee.
All right. Go ahead. From the beginning. In other news, what?
You know that spa that I talked about?
Yes.
Well, it does a really good job on healing.
Yes.
Yes. I would be considered now a pure maiden.
He will reach for his tea again. I will take a long sip. And then he will put it down. No.
Hey, listen. It is what it is.
He just stares at you. Anything else, Lady
smile.
Vale?
Not that I can think of.
Very good. I'm sure you have things to prepare for.
Yes, what are the supplies? What was there?
You may speak with the quartermaster. He is found over there.
Oh, yes. What do you know anything about this Babylon that we had to deal with?
I know that it is a Calcateshian god. The Lord of Oaths, I believe.
Yeah, that's kind of what we gathered. You have any idea what possibly he'd want here?
In a land that has been so stifled of understanding, a dark entity that is skilled in lying could produce much mayhem in such ignorance.
All right, I'll go check on those crates. Good? Yes.
Wait, Vale, don't leave.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, wait.
By the way,
I'm
Lord
waiting for y'all
Ty,
to finish.
did you know that my hymen was restored? Anyway, go ahead. What's
No,
up?
I'm
I
Holden?
was waiting for y'all to
man.
finish. I couldn't understand what y'all were saying, but I had a question for you, Lord Ty and Vale.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. Since we did this whole vassal thing, I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand this noble, political, all that stuff. But when you were gone, and I had to keep things at the fort running, I mean, what am I supposed to be doing? I've just kind of been doing my own thing and letting you do everything. But when you're gone, I do the things. Am I supposed to be doing more than that? I just want to know what I'm supposed to be doing with this whole vassal thing. I'm just being honest.
Lord Ty will respond. As long as you serve Haikyo, you'll find your way.
That is the
Okay,
most.
sounds easy enough.
That is such a. You figure it out.
I can work with that.
Great non-answer. Great non-answer.
Listen.
Hey, it's good enough for Holden. Just do it. That's what Holden does.
Let's do it.
That is literally your thing. That is your slogan.
Yes.
Just mine it. All right.
All right.
The supplies.
Let's see what we
Let's
got
supply
then.
ourselves.
Hold on.
Holy shit!
Hey,
I see a
Brian.
level 5 in this one.
Oh, one last thing. I give some documentations.
I will Aiajutsu if you tell me about your hymen again. I mean, continue.
I wasn't going to, but like you're rewarding me.
Anyway, continue.
She's not gonna tell him about it.
Here,
She hid it in the notes.
when you go talk to the dwarves, the fuck?
What the fuck?
When
That wasn't me. Go ahead.
here you go. We found this when we stopped at the Lonely Inn. They had some dwarven caravan stuff, boxes and crates with Demon Steep's logo and insignias on it. This might get you some negotiating powers against the Brass Baron when you talk to Demon Steep.
He'll take them. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Hi.
So.
About me being a pure maiden.
Yeah. Can I talk to you?
Oh my god. Yes. Go.
Oh, hey, Lord Ty.
Yes, Took.
I understand that you've come from a different land, yes?
Yes.
Did you have demon problems in that land as well?
Yes. Although they are not called demons, they are called Akuma.
Ah, I see. And have they become like as much of a problem as here in Corvallis?
I would not say to the same level that you are dealing with, no. Well, perhaps worse.
Worse? Dang, these demons are everywhere.
Indeed. From last I have been told, from what little correspondence I get from my homeland, Otikata still rages across the continent.
Huh. And do you know if Glaeus has made any progress on weapons or warding or of any kind against these demons?
Yes, but that craft is unknown to me.
I see. You wouldn't have any books about it, do you?
I do not. But if I am ever able to establish trade with my homeland again, I will see what I can do for you.
Ah, perfect. Thank you. And that is all.
Alright. Okay, so we'll handle supplies and level ups next time, when everybody's here.
Level up? Wow! Wow!
Alright.
So it's Void's fault we're not level 5 right now.
Oh my
Damn it,
fucking
Void.
god.
Wait, are we still at the mountain?
What?
No.
What?
Like, are we
Can
still
I-
at the... Are we still
I
at the
got bad
mountain
news.
part, or-
Vale just died, and she's unrevivable from just hearing that.
Well,
Uh-oh.
no, I mean, we're still in, like, the mountain
Alright.
pass, technically, that he was holding. So
You're the vessel
No
now.
more adventuring. Everyone just gets in the mine.
Into the mine.
I was just saying, like, how close are we to the demon waste? So if we're not, like, in the mountains anymore...
We're still in
just-
the mountains, surrounded by noise.
Okay.
Yes.
We're towards the north where Lord Tai was. Hello? Yeah,
Oh my god.
I know, right?
I
They
mean,
pushed this far in Zalati. They must have fought through the Brass Baron's men.
Is
Anyway,
there
fan art!
really fan art?
Fan art?
Yeah,
Fan art? Yes, there is.
there's our talk.
I love fan art. It's my favorite.
Oh, and then there's one from last week that I posted.
Okay,
man.
here we go. Fan art. This one? There we go. Here we go. Fan art.
Yay.
First we have
God, look
is
at that chin.
Yes.
Christmas Holdan,
Oh my god. It's so hot.
Grinch Zu'el,
Very
That's
cool.
so good.
Santa Boldrum,
Yes.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Veil Deer,
That's adorable.
Krampus.
Rudolph the redhead stepchild.
This coffee one's pretty good.
I
really-
know, that's the
The
best
snake
one.
wreath.
Oh my god. That's such a... Who thought of that? It's such a good idea.
There is one above that one for the achievement arcade.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's great.
92 degrees.
Yes.
Here you go, Mr. Crow. Alrighty. Good game, everybody. I've got Christmas dinner to get to, though. So I'm going to head out.
Yeehaw, have fun.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for watching.
Merry Happy Hanukkah.